Greetings, Earthlings. Blugoblin here. Thank you for joining me for my comic book review for this week in February 2012. I've got 8 books to cover here, and this is going to be another one of those times where more than one of these books is going to get the same score. There could be 2 or maybe even 3 of these books that I'm going to review that are all going to get the same score, but only one of them is going to get my illustrious pick of the week honor. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with one of those books. We're going to start things off with Marvel here. Scarlet Spider number 2. I read this book and instantly stated, this is going on my pull list. This was incredible. Yost, Stegman, Babinski, and Gracia, thumbs up. Big props to you. This was fantastic. I mean, if there was any subtitle that could sum up this book, it is All of the Power, None of the Responsibility. This was awesome. Love the costume. Love where they're going with Kane here. He's still got that stash that he picked up from issue 1, and he's still an ass, and he's like, I'm not going to be like Parker, I'm not going to be no hero, I'm no Spider-Man, I just don't give a damn. He's got that kind of attitude, and that's what makes him unique. It's what makes him his own Spider, and it's really, really well done. And he comes across a villain made out of fire, and Spanish speaking everywhere, and the dialogue within this incredibly well rendered fight scene is just really good. And just when the guy thinks he's got Kane beat, he's like, killing Spider-Man was easy, and then he comes back at him, and he starts beating his ass, just start beating and pounding on him, going, I am not Spider-Man! And that was just, that was the geek out moment for me. I'm geeking out as I'm speaking right now. This book is fantastic. Finally, Marvel's doing something from the Clone Saga right. Do yourselves a favor. Put this on your pull list. This was awesome. Alright, next up. Venom number 13.1. This is part 2 of the Circle of 4. Nice cover here with the new Ghost Rider and everything. Again, I don't follow Ghost Rider at all in the comic books. I couldn't tell you a damn thing about what's going on with Ghost Rider. Don't know how Johnny Blaze is no longer the Rider. Don't know how she got it. Don't know a thing. I have seen the first Ghost Rider movie, unfortunately, with Johnny Elvis Blaze. But I am going to go see the second movie. Both me and my woman are going to go see that. But here, this was good. I mean, this was good for what it was. I mean, Rick Remender's not writing it. We got Williams and Garbett and Schwager here on this particular book. We got some pretty interesting dialogue here, some good fight scenes. And Blackheart's made it no secret that he wants the Spirit of Vengeance. He wants Ghost Rider. He's made that perfectly clear. And in here, every one of the heroes in here has every reason to be pissed off about whatever they're going through in here, and it's really nicely done. I mean, like I said in the last issue review, it's just, this kind of storytelling might not be particularly my favorite type of storytelling, but it was really good for what it was. And throwing Doc Strange and the Son of Satan in there was a nice. It almost felt like it had to be done, and that's when I saw them show up, I was like, okay, we knew they were going to show up eventually, but I don't want to spoil anything, but at the same time, I just don't really know what to say. I mean, this was good for what it was, but it's not anything that I'm jumping up and down for, going, oh my god, for. It's just, it's good, but it's Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Alright. Wolverine and the X-Men, number 5. Kitty. Kitty Pryde. I gotta say, congratulations. You've given birth. You're about to give birth to a beautiful, bouncing, what the fuck? Yeah, spoiler alert, Kitty's not actually pregnant. Which I was kind of expecting that kind of a twist, because when it was teased that she was possibly pregnant at the end of issue 4, I just dropped my jaw and I just leaned my head back and just went, what the fucking hell are you doing with Kitty, Marvel? What are you doing with her? And some really good dialogue. The artwork is not my favorite, but I've seen worse. But Jason Aaron, damn, this was good. Good writing. Really good writing. The dialogue and the storytelling is what sold this book for me. The nice twists, Kitty not actually being pregnant, she's being attacked and eaten alive from the inside by an infestation of brood. It's really nasty. It's probably going to get even nastier, and shit's hitting the fan with Kid Gladiator going in solo to try and deal with the brood inside Kitty, in his own way, and you're just thinking, holy shit, what the fuck's he gonna do? Yeah, I'm pulling for Kitty. Cause she's one of my favorite X-Men. She always has been, and she always will be. We love Kitty, and we hope she pulls through. This was really good. Really solid storytelling. Not the best artwork in the world, but then again, remember, I have seen worse. But, yeah, stick with this. This has been really good. Alright. Green Lantern, number 6. Dear DC, why does Hal Jordan look like a teenager with a round, pudgy face? Did not get that. Doug Mankey is unfortunately no longer the lead artist on here. He did the cover art, but the interior art belongs to Mike Choi, but Jeff Johns still does the writing, and he's still good at what he does. It's just the artwork in here, it was hit and miss with me. I did not like the way Hal Jordan looked in here. He looked way too young. He looked like he was like 15, face-wise. He just did not look right. And Sinestro was done really well. We get an appearance from one of Sinestro's old enemies, and this old enemy has turned into a whining, shriveling up little pussy. And they're going up against Lyssa Drac, storytelling is really good. And Sinestro being Sinestro, he's like, after receiving a vision from Lyssa's book, he decides, I was going to kill you. I was going to slit your throat. But after what I just saw, and believe me, it's quite a vision, and he says, after what I saw, I think I'm going to need you alive. And so apparently there's a change of plans for Sinestro. Whatever his plans are, they apparently need to change. And whether he likes it or not, he's going to need assistance from Hal Jordan. And he's going back, and we're already going back to this whole treat Hal Jordan like a sidekick shit, which, Jeff Johns can get away with it. If it was anybody else, I would probably scoff at them a little bit. But seeing is that Hal sincerely, it's like his dialogue, it comes off as being somewhat truthful, that he really does want to quit being a Green Lantern. Because, let's think about this. Hal let the ring be his life. His life was that ring. His life was being a Green Lantern. It had been like forever since he got to be Hal Jordan the man and not Hal Jordan the Green Lantern. And unfortunately, he's going to have to be Green Lantern again because Sinestro says so. Which is props for the character development of Sinestro, but not so much for the character development for Hal Jordan. You know, that's just me. Oh well. But this book was really good, you know, for what it was. It's just that the artwork made it hit or miss for me. All right. Suicide Squad number 6. The hunt for Harley Quinn starts here. Wow. This has really been an underrated series for me, in my opinion. I mean, I've actually seen people describe Suicide Squad as a pitiful attempt to copy Secret Six, and I've even seen some people say they're not going to get the series just because of the way Harley Quinn looks. Whatever. I have now accepted Harley Quinn's new look. I have accepted it. I'm fine with it. She's still the same Harley that I love. And this is... Yeah, I'll half agree with the other statement. This is no Secret Six, but damn it is it good. This was really good. This in here, we get some very intelligent maneuvers from Harley as she's outrunning the rest of the squad. Very nice twists. Some are a bit gruesome, but woo. In here, we get a look back we get another look back into how the Joker and Harley came together to begin with. I guess this is a retelling of how they got together in this new 52 universe. Just a couple little tweaks here and there, but I really loved Harleen Quinzel's dialogue in her interactions with the Joker before she became, Harley Quinn. Very good. This was a very, very well told book. Adam Glass is no slouch on writing this. This was very good, and Harley says something here. I'd rather have a part of you than none of you, puddin', and that was sweet yet creepy at the same time, and I loved it. She's going for the skinned off face of the Joker in the Gotham City PD. That's just so up Harley's alley. It's cute, it's sweet, yet it's odd and creepy and twisted all at the same time, and that's why I loved this issue. This was really good. Just giving me body shivers, and I think I like it. Okay, moving on. Batwoman number 6. Y'all know this is coming. Y'all know I'm going to point out the fact that J.H. Williams III's artwork is gone. Why? Why, DC? Why did you take away that beautiful artwork? And why? Why did you give us Amy Reeder? I'm just kidding. Amy Reeder's not a bad artist, but she just doesn't hold a candle to J.H. Williams III. But the artwork in here that we do get, it is good for, she's good. Let's just put it at that. She's a good artist, but really, I really can't compare her to Williams. I can't. But the storytelling in here is still really good. A very touching scene with Kate's dad with the fallen flame bird, Bet Kane. She's still laid up from her mortal wound, and it was a touching moment with her uncle, Batwoman's dad, going in there to see her. That was a nice touch. I liked that. learned about some new perks for Batwoman as she's now apparently working with the crazy bitch who wanted to take her down, the crazy agent bitch. That's what I call her. But it's nice to see that she's, for now, she's still in a stable relationship with her new girlfriend. Very nice. You know, gay, lesbian, straight, whatever. I like stable relationships. I like stable couples in comic books. It doesn't matter. Even if it's Alien or whatever. You know, like, a good example of an alien would be, you know, Dick and Starfire. You know, I've always been a big fan of that relationship. I'm a humongous fan of, you know, Spider-Man and Mary Jane, Scandal, Savage, and Knockout. I like seeing couples together, stable, in comic books. That's just me. I'm a softie. Because it adds a spark of realism to it. Because everybody's got to have some. But, yeah. But, I'm getting off topic. This was really good. It automatically suffers from the loss of J.H. Williams III's artwork, but it still keeps the good storytelling in here. Very well put together. Kind of a dark side of dialogue here from Batwoman at the end. You know, dealing with the freak that she was fighting in the beginning of the book, and the cliffhanger at the end. It was pretty good. It was pretty good for what it was. This is one of the weaker issues of Batwoman. It automatically suffers from the demotion in artwork, but it's still a great series. I mean, that's all I can say. If you hear any noises in the background, it's probably my dog snoring. I got my dog in here with me, and that little snip in the video when I was reviewing Green Lantern, I got interrupted by a phone call, so I apologize for that. But I'm moving on. Batgirl, number 6. I love that cover. That cover looks old school, but it looks just awesome to me. Gotta love Adam Hughes for the artwork on the covers. And Gail Simone. I salute you, Gail. This was great. Really, really good. Now, people who primarily loved Stephanie Brown as Batgirl, odds are they're not going to appreciate this issue because of one thing. In this issue, there's a struggle where Barbara saves Bruce. You know, she uses Bruce as bait to help beat the villain, Gretel in here. And Bruce, you know, dusts himself off, and he's like, "Thank you, Batgirl, for the heroic rescue," or something like that. And he leans over and whispers, "You were always meant to be Batgirl, Barbara." And he just walks away with his assistant, you know, like nothing. Like, he's like, "Thank you," and now I gotta move on. You know, it's like, but it's that line, "You were always meant to be Batgirl, Barbara," because I remember he said the exact same thing to Stephanie Brown. Now, there's where the Stephanie Brown fans might get a little pissed off. But I'm a Stephanie Brown fan. Didn't piss me off. I'm a Batgirl fan. You know, but to me, Barbara's who I grew up with. When I see Barbara, I see Batgirl. Sure, she was great as Oracle. I can't deny that. But even when she was Oracle, I looked at Barbara and she's Batgirl. To me, she will always be Batgirl. And some really good backstory on the villain in here. Very good backstory, very dark yet very bizarre. Batgirl wins the day here. No surprise there, but it's really, really nice storytelling. And I too am going to start hating the number 338 because it's repeated in this particular story over and over and over and over again. Now, right now, I could just picture Gail Simone start tweeting the number 338 constantly. Please don't do that, Gail. But, yeah, this was awesome. Loved it. This was great. A nice welcome addition to your Batgirl collection. I just think I'm rambling now. I got thrown off track with the phone call and with the dog and everything. But I'm pressing on. We're ending this with the pick of the week. The pick of the week is Batman and Robin number 6. I ain't bullshitting. I said it. Batman and Robin number 6. This is the pick of the week. Yeah. Isn't that a little surprising considering how much I've been hating on this series in the beginning, but then it picked up and then it got really good? This was without a doubt the strongest issue out of the first 6 that's came out so far for this new 52 lineup. Oh my god, this was great. Yeah, and here I was thinking, okay, here I went into this issue thinking, okay, so far they've hit the reset button with Damian's personality. They hit the reset button with Damian's lust for killing, and now they're turning him into a Benedict Arnold bastard. And it's like, okay, DC's obviously going to want us to do what we did to Jason Todd. And in here, I was pleasantly surprised where they went with the twists in here. You know, to me now, Damian has fully earned the right to call himself to be Robin. He is, and now he is firmly established. In my opinion, he is a great Robin. Very good. This was fantastic. It felt kind of, I don't know. The storytelling in here is like I gotta save my son. I'm so sorry, I'm failing you, Damian. That kind of storytelling, it can work for other titles, but for Batman, some fans could look at that kind of dialogue and go, but add in the very dark artwork in here, it works. It works very well. And the twist at near the end of the book, where Robin was, basically giving a big one of these to Ducard, saying, you know what, I got a confession. I was never on your side, you son of a bitch. He said, you handed me a gun, you told me to kill somebody. I could tell by the weight of the gun, I could tell that it didn't have any bullets in there, so I knew it wasn't going to fire. That's why I pulled the trigger. And he's like, and Ducard's freaking out, saying, why would you sell out everything I promised you? Why would you side with him? And he's like, why? Because he's my father, you dumbass. And I'm like, yes! Oh, this was great! But unfortunately for Robin, Ducard finds out that he had, that Robin was, had a tracer set on, for Batman. Batman was able to monitor where he was, and he was able to hear what they were doing. And he figures it out. He says, hey, Bruce, I hope you are listening, because for the next few hours, you're going to hear, the sounds you're going to be hearing for the next few hours are the sounds of your son being broken. And you can just see the anger in Bruce's face when he's on his way to save Robin. He's just going, Damian! And I got through reading this book, and I was like, Ducard, you dumb motherfucker! Do you realize what you've done? You pissed Batman off. Oh. Wow. This was a strong issue. The storytelling was really good. The artwork in here was fantastic. I was thoroughly captivated by this issue. And this was a great cliffhanger for a Batman book. The cliffhanger makes me want the next issue so bad. I had missed that feeling. Seeing the cliffhanger and wanting the next issue so goddamn bad. I love that feeling. It never gets old for me. This was fantastic. Fucking awesome. Do yourselves a favor. Get on board with this. Or at least give this issue a look. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. But in my opinion, this was bitchin'. Alright. Enough rambling on. I need to shut up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Follow me on Twitter and Tumblr. Don't forget to subscribe to me here on YouTube. I would like to have some more subscribers, please. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and until next time, I'll see you later.